you get with your Evolve X, and George, just come off the Evolve X. We're good. We've only hooked up 2 of them, and each one of those squares is one of the hand pieces. You can cover a large area, the whole abdomen and both hips, with this technology. You see a bunch of colors there. You see they're in the yellow and the orange. That's therapeutic endpoint. It takes about 5 minutes to get there. At that yellow and orange, the skin is 42, 43, the fat is 45, and then EMS down at the bottom, every 2 seconds you're getting muscle hypertrophy. 3 in 1. Now, if I hold this applicator up, what you're seeing is one of those squares. You can see 9 electrodes. 3 in the middle, those are positive. 3 on each side, 6 total, these are negative. Each sensor, positive and negative, each electrode has a sensor, and that sensor is measuring 1,000 times a second the temperature under that sensor. That's 6 applicators. That's 9 electrodes, that's 54 electrodes and sensors measuring 1,000 times a second. This is measuring 54,000 data points a second and adjusting the temperature and contact impedance criteria under each electrode independent of the other ones. So each one of these electrodes is telling you that it's at 42 or 43 degrees. So the skin is getting tight for 45 minutes, the fat is at 44, 45, and the muscle's getting EMS stimulation every 2 seconds. And so that's what your applicator looks like. Come back here, George. And so you get 6 of these. Each one's about the size of your hand. You can cover the entire abdomen, as you can see here. And you've got bipolar radio frequency energy, 1 million cycles per second, like we've talked about all day. There's impedance, contact, and temperature sensor cutoffs. You clip it on with a belt, zoom out a bit and show me the tummy. We're going right over the skin and the treatment that we already did with the Quantum. We'll look at it tomorrow. 2 on one side, 2 on the other. Heat flows quite a distance, unlike cold that cuts off, so you don't get any shark bites with the technology. There's no hypersensitivity like you get with cooling. And each one shows you right here where the sensors are. There's the sensors under each electrode. They're all yellow, which is 43 degrees. And so you get very even thermal distribution. And I leave this on for 45 minutes once a week for 6 weeks. If you have a Morpheus, every second treatment or third treatment, you might add a Morpheus in addition to this. This becomes your hands-free maintenance for anybody who's done Quantum, anyone who's done Morpheus, anyone who has been on GPL-1s. You can bundle this with your weight loss program. There's a lot of packages and business models where hands-free works beautifully. There's also a hands-free on the face, and it's exactly the same concept. You have bipolar radio frequency energy, and rather than a rectangular handpiece, you have a lower face and neck, and you've got a submentum. This comes off simply with a magnet, and you've got a bipolar array that lines up next to the nasolabial fold, labiomental fold, jowl, and posterior jawline.